for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The Blazers secure the opening tip, and we're underway in Portland. Lillard to McCollum. 4-3. That's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them...
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Irving into the front court. Down 5. LeVert against the Lehigh product. Hassan Whiteside. Tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Scala BCR. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite.
Scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Trailblazers take over. McCollum. Curling inside. From the painted area, won't go down. Pass stolen by Portland.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Bazemore with the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Hollis Jefferson. Trying to cash in. LeVert with a shot, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To McCollum. And abuses the rim with the big finish. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
DeAndre Jordan pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Bazemore defended by Kevin Durant. McCollum. He made his first effort, but not that time. Dinwiddie into the front court. They trail by 7. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Shot from in close, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Kevin Durant. Couple of free throws on the way. Career 88% from the line. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. Here we go. I got ball. I got ball.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Lillard to McCollum. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Lillard. McCollum. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Prince matched up with Tolliver. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
I got him. Here we go.
Lillard, down low Nurkic. Jared Allen, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Watch the back door. Get him.
Portland has 4 to shoot. Shot by McCollum won't go. To Durant. Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard to Nurkic. Jared Allen rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Cleans it up. 15-footer at the buzzer. Gets a look. Can't hit. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Jay, how does Portland bounce back from the disappointment losing in 4 to New Orleans last year?
Well, you need your stars to shine the brightest in the biggest moments, and we did not see that from their 2 stars in that first-round series against the Pelicans. So these 2 stars need to be great and great all the time.
The assist from number 7, Kevin Durant.
To Nurkic. Can't connect from in close. To Dinwiddie. And that's rebounded by Portland. Bazemore matched up with Durant. To Nurkic. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's got 2 shots coming. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. Irving gets it in the left corner. Hassan Whiteside with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Whiteside. Great feed, sets it up. And draws the foul.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Off the mark. Irving with the basketball. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Kyrie Irving, 2 of 4 now. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
To Nurkic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Yusuf Nurkic at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's struggled so far. Into the front court, it's Irving. He'll run the offense. And the rebound comes down to Portland. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
LeVert guarded by Nurkic. Yusuf Nurkic swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Durant. Kevin Durant. He's 2 for 2 now.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 7, Skull Labissiere.
To Kent Bazemore. DeAndre Jordan sends it away. Calls out of bounds off Kent Bazemore. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense.
In the second.
Kevin Durant, 3 for 3 in this first half.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block. And that one out of bounds off a net. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
What's the screen?
To Irving. No good. Defense catching a break there.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Good look that time, but off the mark. Long heave from 3/4 court. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Trailblazers had kept it close after one half. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers. And with that,
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Irving brings the ball up court. To Durant. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
coming right back to you.
Lillard. To McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum. Easy pass to the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you. I got him.
Lillard to McCollum. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Lillard. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Durant. Not going down here.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. Nope. First one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. It's Portland ball. Lillard to McCollum. Curling inside. McCollum to the basket, but he's unable to finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Kevin Durant looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first.
That boy got jumper.
Two for 2 on that trip. Here's Irving into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. To Hollis Jefferson. Oh, he had him there for a second. Scalabrine with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Whiteside. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
McCollum with the basketball. His guys down by 9. C.J. McCollum. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Brooklyn's got it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
McCollum into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the 2nd round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
To Lillard. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Fires the 3. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Lillard for 2. D's got it. Damian Lillard not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Oh, had him going there for a second. Here comes the screen. LeVert defended by McCollum. Yusuf Nurkic knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Entering the game for the Portland Blazers, number 2.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. And the lead is up to 9. Lillard to Nurkic. Jared Allen snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
I got ball. Got some for him.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. It's been all net so far. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Durant. And that one out of bounds off the net. C.J. McCollum. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Durant. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To McCollum. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
C.J. McCollum, now 4 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Curling inside. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. The pass taken away.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Kevin Durant lets it fly. McCollum with the basketball. They trail by 7. Bazemore with the slam. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Portland's got it. To McCollum. Trying to cash in. C.J. McCollum. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. McCollum into the front court. The deficit is 6. And a nice finish at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
And too much contact.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Lillard to McCollum.
Number 0, Damian Lillard.
Portland down to 4 to shoot. To McCollum. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Portland has the ball. To Lillard. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Damian Lillard at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Durant across the timeline. Up by 6. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Short jumper won't go.
Oh, met at the summit, Ed.
I was sure that was going to be a dunk, Jay. What control by the defender. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Spencer Dinwiddie, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. Able to convert on both free throws. Trailblazers take over to Kent Bazemore. Probing the defense. Lillard for two. D has got it. Damian Lillard. Gutsy take, and that's what you need. Who cares if he's 2 for 6? Durant sizing up a column to Jordan. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express it. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Hassan Whiteside has got 2 shots coming. Not the best career mark, 62%. First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Kyrie Irving, now 3 for 9. Now the Blazers will use a timeout. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Driving is Lillard, but a shot won't fall. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Nets who are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. When you look at these highlights, you can see how this team was able to earn the victory in this matchup. Great game by this squad. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets. The Trailblazers didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Portland Trailblazers. And that does it for